Welcome.
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 Welcome to episode 10 of The Gift of G.A.B. It's not a bit of everything anymore. Get that out of your head. You're just wrong. You're being perverse. You're being perverse.
I don't know what's up with you today, man. You've been off all day.
Yeah. Yeah. Episode 10. Today we got the crew, George, Ashton, and Ben, G.A.B, OT TPing, TP1, and we got Minh Tran as our guest. Minh is a camera buff. He is a Bishop alum. He's Vietnamese by trade. No, he used to live in Vietnam. He came here for school. Well, he came here during. We'll freaking get into this.
You can, yeah.
I'm not gonna say anything.
Cool your jets.
Yeah,
guys.
I'll cool my jets. I'm not gonna say anything I don't know too much about. We're also sipping boba. Now, if you don't like boba, F you.
That's a direct attack on me.
Yeah.
Bad.
Yeah.
We don't like boba.
I called up George before. I said we're gonna have Minh on and we're gonna get boba, and he said okay. And then
Wait, so you guys are getting boba because of me?
Yeah, because it's sort of your thing.
Because yesterday I got boba already.
Yeah, exactly.
okay.
Was it
Makes-
good? What'd you get yesterday?
I got the exact same thing.
Dirty latte.
The dirty latte,
It's
yeah.
so dirty.
That's so dirty.
Dirty
Now it's
little
clean
latte.
though. It's
Yeah.
all right.
It's clean now, so clean up its act. Good for
Thank
it.
God.
Got off the streets. Got a real job.
So Minh, you're a camera guy. You go to SBCC.
I don't go to SBCC anymore.
You don't. Where do you go?
I'm transferring to Art Center in LA.
Okay.
But I'm staying in town for 6 more months.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sweet.
Just
So-
because it's all online anyway, so
True.
what's the point? Yeah.
So
Sauce.
you're sort of in between schools.
Yeah.
So you're just doing film gigs then. Are you
Yeah.
filming crap?
I'm currently just helping out friends with the application films because they're transferring
facts.
in the summer. So they have to get the application film done in this period. So this is where I'm, yeah.
Is that like a little movie you make and that's your application to like a film school?
Mm-hmm.
What
Yeah.
was your application for?
I didn't, well, because I didn't need an application film because when I DP something, they
Yeah.
just need to see that.
What does that stand for?
DP means director of photography.
Oh, that's cool.
So I take
Yeah.
care of like the whole, whatever's on screen that you see is my work,
Oh, that's cool.
That's
And
sick.
every like action in the film is the director's work.
Okay, so you control the cameras.
I
the
control,
director
like, yeah,
controls
basically,
the
yeah.
people.
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
What's your
So you're lining up shots left and right.
basically, yeah.
All right, that's dope.
You ever have someone you're like, I don't know if it can happen, and someone goes like, take the shot.
Well, I'm usually pretty picky with shots, so like if I don't like the shot, I just say no to people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's probably the way to go.
That's freaking. You got to rule with an iron fist.
I just like no matter like how much they're mad at me, I just say no. I can't
Yeah.
do it.
You got to
Good.
freaking. It's all about the job. It's just
Yeah.
business.
Basically, yeah.
Yeah.
What's your camera of choice? Are they they're pretty fancy.
Okay, well,
Yeah.
if you want to talk about it, it depends on the budget.
High
Because-
budget. We're talking
We're talking
millions.
like Hollywood.
Yeah.
Okay, Hollywood, best camera, Alexa Mini. That thing's like 50 grand, but
Wow.
for just like the body itself, you can't even power it. You have to buy your own separate power adapter, which is like 2 grand extra. You have to buy lenses for it.
Oh my
You have to
gosh.
rig it up. So like the total would be around 100.
Is that one of those
Jesus.
big ones that would go on a stand? Or would you hold it over your shoulder?
I can hold it. I mean, I have photos of it if you can want to see.
Do you have one?
No, so we
That'd
usually rent them out like cars basically.
Oh yeah.
So rental houses have them. Not in SB though, so I have to go to LA like every
Well,
single time.
Sammy's is done. Sammy's camera.
Well, Sammy's
camis?
Sammy's
Yeah.
camis are they don't have they're more focused on like photography, so they don't have
they
that
never
kind
even
of stuff.
had that.
But
Okay.
even if they have it, it's gonna be like really expensive, like 3 times as much.
And this
How-
camera you're talking about is more for filming
Yeah,
stuff?
yeah.
Okay.
How much does it cost to rent that for like a few days?
To rent it, well, so it's around let's say 900 per day.
Okay.
But if you get it on the weekend, you get the whole weekend for free.
Oh,
Hmm,
respect.
So if you pick
Oh.
up Friday and you return Monday, you only pay $900 for
That's
3 days.
freaking.
Oh, that's
So that's what
the
we
best way
usually
to
do.
it.
Yeah.
That's like. That seems like such a better deal than buying it for $100 grand.
Yeah.
Well, what if
I mean,
you're filming things, every day for 10 years, suddenly it's looking like a
I mean,
pretty
like
good
it's a
purchase.
really good investment because like once you have it, everyone's gonna come at you and like you can rent them out like at any price and they'll probably take it.
Yeah, that's pretty
Yeah.
sick.
Are not
Mhm.
a lot of them made really? Like, are they not manufactured super fast? Like, what are they just so expensive because the shot is so good?
They're expensive because of the way the workflow works.
Mm-hmm.
Explain that. What does
Yeah,
that
yeah.
mean?
Workflow
what is
means
it?
like, okay, if you're shooting like a vlog, right?
Mm-hmm.
You have just you like talking to the camera, you press record and everything else.
Yeah.
Yeah.
With like film cameras, it's like you have to plan out the shot list. You have to get it on the right movement. For example, if you want to do a dolly is like a train track, where you put the camera on there and you
I've
do
seen
that.
those.
Yeah,
You can put it on a jib, which is
Jib.
like those little crane looking thing.
I love
Yeah.
jibs.
You can
Love
do
jibs.
Steadicam, which is basically like
Holding it.
you're holding it
Okay.
on like a rig where
Uh-huh.
it bounces the camera. But more importantly, the color science. So if you look right now, the skies is really nice. But if you point like a regular camera at it, it's just gonna be like blown out. So
Yeah.
all you see is just white.
I noticed that a lot when I got a camera. I got like a not very good camera.
Yeah.
And I noticed that like it's not easy to get good photos of things. Even if something looks really cool, like with your eyes, it's freaking hard to make that look cool. At least to me, who's not an experienced photographer, in like a photo. Like I don't know freaking how to do that crap.
Yeah. I mean, it's very complicated. But like, from my perspective, the more you pay, like $100,000 versus $50,000, you're only getting like 10% more for your money,
Wow,
diminishing
okay.
return.
Diminishing
Yeah.
So you-
marginal return.
Yeah. So you're getting like that
That's
extra
econ.
tiny thing.
Yeah.
That's Econ 101.
And so you would say it's not really worth it, or do you think that 10%?
It's worth it, but you need like a purpose. Like
Yeah, yeah,
okay,
yeah, okay.
yeah.
You got to be
You-
big
You
time.
can't just
yeah.
go like on every single film. You're like, okay, I want that camera.
Yeah. okay,
It's
that-
not like.
Oh,
you know,
right. You got to
yeah.
have freaking a reason.
Mhm.
Unless you're that guy from The Room.
Yeah, then you can do
And-
whatever you want.
And
What's
all,
that?
We don't
Wait,
rent.
what is
rent.
that?
We don't rent, we buy.
Wait,
Have you
what?
seen The Room?
No, what is
The
that?
Tommy, oh, hi, Mark.
Yeah, that one.
I did not hit her. I did not.
Got
that's-
nothing.
No,
that's-
I don't
Oh
think
my God,
so.
best movie ever.
I don't know how you don't know that. It's like
Is
memes.
it a movie?
It was like a movie made by this guy Tommy Wiseau, and he also like stars in it. But it's terrible.
Is he like a
Um,
famous guy or just a guy?
I
He's
think he-
famous after that film.
Yeah,
Oh,
he
okay,
was
yeah,
just
yeah.
a guy, and then he got famous from that. But I don't know the meme about. I only.
Have you
I
heard
don't
of
rent it.
the Disaster Artist?
That's
3 years
No.
ago.
like
Oh,
James
yeah.
Franco made
That's
a movie
basically the
about
behind
it.
the scene of that film. Basically.
Oh no, yeah, I think I know what you're talking about.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay.
Wait, so what's the we don't rent, we just buy? meme?
Yeah, that's the line in the film. He just
Oh.
said it. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So like, they go into a camera store. Yeah, I'm gonna try this mic out actually. So they go into a camera store, and he's like looking at all the cameras, and the thing is that he's like this sort of like really rich guy. He's like very rich. He's like kind of an eccentric,
Like
like
mysteriously rich.
yeah, like
Yeah.
a mysterious sort of eccentric like billionaire kind of guy. And he
Mhm.
walks into this store and he's like preparing to make his like horrible film, and he's like looking at all the cameras. And he's like, no, we do not rent. We buy. So they drop like hundreds of thousands of dollars on this camera equipment.
Yeah.
Just to make it such a bad movie.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
George, have you really never seen the like? He like comes out of the door and it's like I think he's like on the roof or something, and he's like, "I did not hit her. I did not. That's bullshit." Oh, hi, Mark. Have you
No.
not?
You
seen
have
that?
to see it. That's something.
Okay, yeah, we'll watch that because I wouldn't even know where to
I think if
start
you
with
show him
that.
a picture of
Yeah.
him, he will
Yeah.
recognize.
Yeah, you might. I
Yeah.
feel like
What's
must
the
have been
guy's
living
name?
under a rock.
What's the guy's name?
Tommy Wiseau. Just look up. Oh, hi,
Alright.
Mark.
Check the description. There'll be a link to the clip.
Yeah, that'll be. Like, but I'm sure everybody already knows it.
Yeah.
I mean, the fact that George doesn't know this
Okay, yeah,
makes
yeah,
me
yeah.
want to run away.
Yeah, you definitely know him.
Yeah, I've seen that.
Yeah.
All right, cool.
Duh.
Mhm.
What is there any like cool little movies you've worked on as of late that are like
So I
Neat.
worked on. I helped my friend with his application film. So he's planning to do Art Center and USC, LMU,
Mhm.
that sort of thing. So I just helped him out like a few weeks ago. So I DP'd that one. It's like a military film. So
What does that mean?
Like a war movie.
like kind of a war movie, but like we faked it obviously.
Yeah.
Um,
You didn't travel to any wars. For
yeah,
that?
we didn't really do that.
Good choice.
Yeah.
Kind of a lazy choice, honestly.
So we went up to the mountains and we just shot it there. It was really cool.
How did you make that like real it? Like, were there people? Is it supposed to be like people like fighting and stuff?
No, it's about two military guys. One of them has a girlfriend that's in the States. That they've not seen each other for like 6-7 months. So when he got back, he got injured on his left face, and he doesn't want to see her because he's embarrassed about it.
Oh,
okay.
You should just stand sideways.
Yeah,
Only-
yeah.
Everybody's got a good side. There's no shame in that. You
But
know?
like a film crew is a lot more than just a DP because
That's fact.
like I didn't do much DP work until I started out as like assistant camera for like a year or two.
Mm-hmm.
From that, I jumped into DP because I feel like if you jump straight to DP, you're not gonna know what you're doing.
Yeah, you gotta have a little bit of
Yeah.
a baseline.
Hmm.
Do you look at old things that you worked on and think that they're terrible?
I mean, yes. Like even if I look at that, I'll be like, oh damn, I could do better.
Yeah.
But then like there has to be a point where you like, you know, because of other reasons like timing, stuff like that, where you just can't make it happen.
Yeah.
They just
Yeah.
like they just give you like 5 minutes to set up a shot. I'm like, okay, cool.
Who's
Yeah.
Even though you already planned it out.
Who are your favorite like movie guys? Like,
Oh,
like
Roger Deakins.
is he like a?
He's a DP.
He's a DP.
Mhm.
What's
What's he DP? Like what's some of his big movies?
Sicario,
Mm.
Skyfall,
Oh,
okay.
I almost watched the James Bond movie
Blade Runner.
like last night.
Almost watched.
Last night, but do you know what?
Oh.
It was crazy. I was looking through some James Bond movies. They're in the 80s. They made one and the just name was James Bond Octopussy.
What?
Yeah, that's like one of the James Bond movies. It's just called
Oh my God.
Octopussy.
What is the what is that word? Because that's not a word. So like,
No, I
what
think
does that
there was
mean
like the evil villain was a girl named Octopussy, which is just
Oh my
insane.
gosh.
Yeah, I saw that. And I'm like, are you kidding me? Like you can't do that.
yeah, that's just kind of weird.
Yeah,
I don't even know like what that is exactly. Like,
I don't know what they're trying to do there, but
like, what exactly is wrong with that? It's just weird. It's bizarre.
Just weird.
Yeah. Wait,
I don't
was
know.
that was a real thing?
That was the real name of the movie.
Huh. Sean Connery, George. He passed away, but he was the smoothest man alive, the suavest man alive.
Yeah, shaken not stirred. He actually he repopularized vodka. I watched like a YouTube video about that or something.
No, I think your dad told us that.
Yeah, our dad told us.
There
My
was
dad.
like the vodka.
My dad. We don't share a dad.
Yeah. Yeah, we were in the freaking car. Just hit some golf balls around on the course. And then we were on the way back. And he said something about like a vodka martini was like straight up not a thing until the James Bond movie came out. And then that was like his drink, and then people started doing that.
It's what is it normally, gin?
I have no idea.
Yeah, okay, that makes
It's
sense.
like I don't know.
yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, I got a bit of a question here from a technical producer standpoint. So we're trying to get a video component to the podcast at some point.
Okay.
How do we do it?
Guys, first of all, comment so hard if you want a video component.
Comment,
Yeah.
smash that
Comment till your fingers bleed.
Because I love to help you guys out.
Yeah.
But
Oh,
you
that'd
guys
be
need
so
to give me
cool.
like a budget here to work with.
Minimum, the lowest. I don't know.
The
How
lowest
low
possible.
can you go?
Okay.
Yeah.
We can
How
go
low could you go and like the result would be passable, like
Okay.
acceptable?
like the lowest would be like a GoPro. Like you can just stick GoPros on like everyone's face. Do that. or I know Oliver has like a few cameras around. We can you can because like a lot of people like buy the thing, but then also like look at other things and like I want that, so they rent that and not use.
The
That
one
equipment.
that they
Like-
bought.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
That's usually what I like. Sometimes I do that, which I should not.
Yeah.
So like after I had to force myself to be like, okay, this is what I have to use it, and after I use it, I feel very happy with it. I'm like, oh damn, this camera can do this.
nice.
So I would say like just use your Canon 70D or something. Do that.
So the problem that I run into is like a lot of cameras can only record for like 40 minutes.
That's
Right.
true. That's true. Yeah. They
Yeah.
have a 30-minute limit or
Well,
something.
DHS server should fix that right out, right?
Um,
You know.
I don't know what that. I
A
don't know what you're doing.
PCQ cable, and you'd be
or
fine.
you can just like
You'd be sitting pretty.
you can try like just live feeding it to the computer and maybe record it that way. You don't have to record it on camera. You just need the feed.
What if we set up a camera and then recorded the monitor on the camera with our phone?
Wow. Now that's not redundant.
And
It's
here's
good.
why.
That's a
You
backup
got an
plan.
instant backup, you know? Because you got the footage on the camera,
that could
and then
work.
you got your backup. You back everything in
instant.
tech. In the world of
Wow,
tech, you
dude.
back everything.
I just learned that from you today. I'm gonna start using that.
Yeah.
Wow.
Man, when you go to the art school, what's it called?
Art center.
When you go to the art center, you should tell everyone that hot tip. I think they'd be really
Oh yeah,
interested.
that's definitely useful.
I think Quentin Tarantino.
famously would
'Cause,
put
like-
his iPhone behind every camera.
Because
That's actually what you see in the final product. That footage.
because like one time, like 2 years ago, I shot a film for class, and I was really tired at like the end. I was like, damn, I'm gonna be done.
Yeah.
I just didn't care about it. So then at night I plugged the SD card in my computer and nothing showed up. And I was like, crap, everything we shot for that film is on that card.
see, George.
So I had to like
Guys,
I had to do a
guys are
lot of
slaves.
research. I had to pay $100 in like out of my pocket because it was my fault just to like fix that one problem.
Oh.
How
well,
would you even?
Yeah.
How
So
would-
there's like a recovery program.
Okay.
Like you can do the trial version, but it's only like a limit, so you have to pay like $100 for that program. You own it. I still own it to this day, and sometimes it saved me.
Nice.
So I
That's
guess
good.
it's a good investment.
Yeah.
But
Yeah,
yeah,
it sounds good.
it happens.
um,
But with the iPhone, it just it saves you $100.
I know. Yeah, there you go.
already got the iPhone. Do you pay attention to each new iPhone? What's
I
the
used to.
camera
I used to.
specs?
I used to. But now, well, cameras, the thing I like about cameras, so when you DP something, you have to take care of lighting and camera.
Uh-huh.
I'm more of a camera person because with lighting, it's really easy. Like, it's just those basic things.
You just light
apply
it.
it.
You just make
With this camera,
things brighter.
it's always changing, like every single year.
Yeah.
Something's new is going to happen. So
Oh,
you have to
right.
catch up to it.
Because lighting, it's just lights. You just use
But-
lights.
Yeah.
You
I
can't
mean,
really
like,
get
there
better
are,
lights.
like, you can use it in a creative way, but there's a limit to be like, okay,
yeah.
that's it you can do.
Yeah.
With
Yeah.
camera, you can do a lot more things. So that's why I like it, and I like learning new things like every
yeah.
year.
What's the hot news in the camera world?
Hot
Catch
news
us
in the
up.
camera world? Have you guys heard of like 8K, 12K?
Oh, 8K.
I've heard of
resolution?
4K. And I thought that was
LTT.
pretty good.
LT. That's
Yeah.
LTT's wet dream. 8K, 12K, 4K resolution.
Yeah,
Ultra HD monitor. Oh,
yeah.
kidding me?
Like that's like the whole like trend that's happening, and I just don't get it.
What is the trend?
Like the higher the resolution, the better.
Oh.
And I'm like, first of all, you don't have a powerful enough computer to play that. Second of all, it's way too sharp, where you can literally see like every single imperfection on your face.
Oh, that's probably
it's like-
worse at
yeah.
some point.
I don't
Yeah.
get that.
So what do you
Um,
think's the best K? 4K?
4K.
What's your
Okay.
K of choice? Yeah.
Yeah, 4K.
I don't want no rando seeing all my wrinkles, George. You know?
It's wildly embarrassing.
That's why I use freaking facial cream so much. So I
Yeah, just moisturize
I
yourself
eat
like
that
every
crap
day and
up.
make it look
Yeah.
better.
Eat that crap for dinner.
So as a DP, would you be in charge of people who like are just doing lighting?
I'm in charge of people doing camera and lighting.
Yeah,
So
okay.
I talk to them a lot, but
Mhm.
there's each department has their own like leader kind of.
Mhm.
No.
So for camera department, it's usually like the first AC, first assistant camera, where
Mm-hmm.
they basically like build the camera, they make sure everything works for the
Mhm.
camera department.
Yeah.
I don't have to worry about that. For the lighting, it's gaffer. So I basically tell them, okay, I want that light there at that intensity. I want it to be soft or hard. I tell them.
Yeah, and then they go do your.
They go
bidding.
do your thing. But then you have to like the gaffer in the first AC has to understand you.
Uh-huh.
That's why it's really hard to find like
They got to know your instructions, what you
like
want.
they can like sometimes read my mind.
Yeah.
Like they can just see it. I'm like, okay, Min would do that. So they would
Yeah.
just do it for me. There's only one guy that I trust.
That's when you found your gaffer soulmate.
Yeah, it's like my.
Why is
yeah.
it called gaffer?
Gaffer, I don't know. Actually,
Comes from gaffer's tape.
I guess.
It's,
Yeah.
it's a
I think it's the other way around.
yeah.
no. It comes from the Latin root.
Get to guffaw is to light something up.
I don't think so.
No, that's kind of like a laugh.
Yeah.
What's up with those big like ring lights?
Oh, we
Ring
have
light,
one of
those
those.
are more for like photography lights.
Let's get those.
That's what I use
Let's
for
get those on our
BDTV.
faces, so then you can see the little.
Yeah, you
rings
can do
in
it
our
for this
eyes.
podcast. You know,
Yeah.
make it pretty.
Yeah. I meme on BDTV. I will.
That's
I missed BDTV.
BDTV is at Ashton's school. It's like the little video show they weekly make.
No, it's daily.
Can you tell me
Daily
more?
making
Yeah.
BDTV.
Yes.
Tell me more. Tell me what happened for the past like 2 years. 'cause
Oh
I've been-
yeah.
What's up with
yeah.
that?
So
Explain like Min used to go there.
So Min used to go to Bishop. I already said that. He's a Bishop alum, and he took BD. You take the class called BDTV,
No,
and
it's
you make
it's advanced multimedia.
yeah
I'm
yeah.
pretty
yeah.
sure that's what it's called.
That's like
yeah.
the technical name for it,
Yeah.
and then the show you produce is BDTV, and George has a freaking look of disgust on his face.
I'm shocked that it's daily.
I said that like a minute ago.
I was still mulling
Have
that
you just
over.
been looking like that for like a minute?
Yeah, pretty much. Because at San Marcos, it's called Royal
Royal
Report, and
Report,
it's
yeah.
weekly, and it was quite a bit of work to do it every week.
I think
So,
we just work harder at Bishop.
Is it just shoddy craftsmanship? Is that what you're about?
No, it's just that we
Is it-
work 7 times harder.
I'm sorry, is
5
it
times harder.
quantity over quality? Is that what I'm hearing?
No, it's
We got
It's
the
both.
workflow down.
How long
Yeah.
are the
workflow is
the
important.
videos?
Yeah, how long is BDTV?
like 10 minutes.
10
Oh
minutes.
my god. You guys must be toiling morning and night.
Well, you toil for about it's like a 45-minute class period.
And then you make a show in that period?
Yeah.
Wow.
I thought
And
it's
every-
90.
What?
Was it 90?
Well, there's like block. It's like semi-block sometimes, but like 40 to 50 minutes. I don't really know.
Oh wait,
actually.
so no, from what I remember, they have 2 classes. The first
Oh, yeah,
class
yeah,
they
that's
basically
true,
like
that's true.
prep the show,
Yeah.
and the second class tapes the show,
Okay.
and it rotates like each week, I think,
Yeah.
or something like
So
Okay.
yeah. That's
so there's a bit of a white lie in there from Ashton, but you know,
It's still daily.
yeah, it's
No,
still daily.
One class does all the like segments, like the reports, and one class does the actual news. So yeah, it's about 90 minutes total.
Wait, so is it just a like recap of what's going on in the school, or like
What's
what?
going on in the school? Well, so there's Bishop News, which is what's going on in the school. There's
Yeah.
local and national. I've been stuck on local and national all semester long.
that. Oh damn.
Because I guess like because we're not going to school for real, they don't want to like switch jobs because people don't know how to do other jobs
That's why they sequester the plebeians. You know that, right?
in the local and national.
Yeah, local and national is the
Actually, it's rather the other way around, George. Local and national, it's the toughest gig around. It's not that.
Because you have to know
hard, but
everything. Yeah, you kind of have to know everything in the
Pretty
world.
much have to know everything.
The only way to perform that job is to just know everything.
I'm
Yeah.
on the hook for really every bit of knowledge that exists. So everybody, what happens like for us is you write. Everybody in their little department writes their script for the day, and then they film it.
Yeah.
But usually just copy and paste like the.
Yeah,
thing,
that's sort of
though.
true. Well, yeah, like
Which-
Bishop News is freaking super easy mode because it's the same news every day, and that's also why I don't like BD. Like I find
Yes, it is,
BDTV
yeah.
pretty boring a lot because it's just like I've
guess-
heard this for like 3 weeks.
Yeah, so it is quantity over quality, and you know that's okay.
Well, tell them about the memes that you throw.
Oh yeah. So yeah, George is freaking conveniently avoiding the discussion about my memes to preserve this narrative that it's quantity over quality, right? That it's just soulless
The
production.
memes
I'll
are
go-
quality though.
I'll
Yeah,
go to
yeah.
any cost to preserve that narrative.
Yeah, George will do unspeakable things.
War crimes.
Yeah, so I'll like here's what sometimes I'll put this in the script. Good morning, Bishop. It's Ashton and Charlie. Charlie's my co-host.
Uh-huh.
Here to deliver you both the local and national news, both promptly and accurately. And I'll put I'll have little pauses in there.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
And I'll do one time I said it was like some it was like a story about how corporations have gotten busted, like harvesting like palm oil in freaking like Indonesia or something, and they were doing it pretty unethically.
Cool move.
Not.
You're breaking stories.
I'm
Yeah.
breaking. Well, I'm actually. It actually is just reported by AP News, and I pretty much just paraphrase. But I'm breaking stories to people who haven't heard them yet. So, but then I said, should these companies be like held responsible, or should they be punished? That's the question I'd like to pose to you, Cardinals. Discuss amongst yourselves, although
Get a
not
group
when
of
the
5.
teacher. Yeah.
I'll give you 10 minutes.
Yeah.
Pause the video now.
Yes.
Call up a friend. Talk things out.
Yeah. No, I said, discuss that amongst yourselves, although not when the teacher's talking. And that's one of my better memes.
Yeah.
Although, when in my sophomore, I've taken the class twice. I took it my sophomore year, and I'm taking it this year. My sophomore year, and you have one semester where you're the class doing the segments, and one semester where you're the class doing the show. When I do the segments, no one can stop me, basically. I did this one on health, staying healthy during flu season.
Who knew how true it would become
Oh, facts. Yeah.
with this COVID?
Yeah. This advice is more valuable now than ever. But I think I said, like, I did it with Will Benzine, and I think our advice was like, we did one where it was like wash your hands, which is kind of like duh, and I think that was kind of the point.
Yeah.
But then we had a little moment where I was washing my hands, and then some freshman dude walked into the bathroom, and I was like, "Hey, can you get out? We're doing a shot." And he like didn't say anything, and then I said, "No, I'm just kidding, man. You do whatever you want. Pee, poop, I don't care."
Oh my god.
And you left all that in.
Yeah, I don't know if I left in pee, poop, I don't care, but I said, "Can you get out of here? We're doing a shot." No, never mind, man. You can do whatever you want.
You left in the funny parts.
Yeah, I left in most of the funny parts.
We gotta find that and link that.
I really need to see
Yeah,
it. I really
that was a pretty funny video.
It's actually okay to do anything because, at Bishop there's only 3 students. It's a private school.
Yes.
It's a private school with 3 to 4 students, so
Yeah, it was actually kind of awkward because that guy that walked in was actually in every one of my classes. So,
he made up a quarter of the school's entire population.
yeah.
Mhm.
And then our other piece of advice was to eat healthy, and I said like part of like 3 healthy foods you should be eating daily are protein, like healthy meat, and protein smoothies or something like that.
So much protein.
Yeah. I maybe it was like protein, ground beef, and healthy smoothies or something like that.
No, like salads, whatever, like no.
Yeah,
salads.
and it was also just like
meat and protein.
3 pretty like foods that don't really match up in categories.
Yeah,
Like,
those are your 3 basic food groups.
the 3 basic food groups:
Food groups are protein. What was it?
ground beef and healthy smoothies.
Healthy smoothies.
We gotta. We'll have like a best hits collection. We'll link a couple of the funniest
Yeah.
segments in the description.
I had all these
What?
on a flash drive, and I don't know where the flash drive went, but we
You
can
gotta
probably-
pay $100.
We can
now.
find it somewhere.
I
Yeah,
remember like his senior year, Oliver was like so lazy at like the assignment. He did like a health thing on his phone for literally like 45 seconds, and he just like slap it on
Oh
BTV.
yeah,
And
I
he-
remember that.
Mr. Y was so mad at that one. I remember
Yeah.
It was
that.
supposed to be like a well-researched, like kind of like how to stay healthy during flu season,
Yeah.
except it was like more about, I guess, staying healthy in general.
Yeah.
And I don't know why, but I was like mad at Mr. Y that he was like making me do this. I don't remember why. I thought I had a good reason, but thinking back of just what we're supposed to do in the class, kind of
Can't
made no
believe I
sense.
signed up
No,
for this
like
class
the
and now I
f- the
expect
funny
me to work.
the funny part was I took BDTV and I took advanced multimedia or like something like that.
Yeah.
I didn't do like any of the assignments in like BDTV, and I still got an A.
Oh yeah.
Because like I was so busy, I always
Yeah.
make excuses.
Well,
to, like, do
yeah, because
everything.
if you're one of Mr. Y's star students, he'll give you other projects, so then you're kind of off the hook for a lot of what you have to do for BDTV.
I did like jump in and help people. Like,
Yeah, yeah,
okay,
yeah.
you guys have. Yeah.
Respect.
Because you were the star.
Yeah.
You're
I don't know.
star
I don't know
DP.
if I'm considered a star.
He was a
but-
savant. He was a prodigy.
Min's
They'd never
downplaying
seen
I'm a
it.
saint.
anything
Yeah,
like
I'm a
it.
saint sometimes.
Min's
Yeah.
downplaying
Calm
it, but
down.
he was the star.
Min was
Yeah, he
molded by Mr. Y.
I got
no?
a
Or
certificate
did-
from him. So
Min
pretty
was
proud of
carved
him.
in Mr. Y's own image.
Yeah. Did you get the award?
Yeah, I did at the end. Yeah.
Yeah,
I didn't get like no. Paolo got the other one, the stone. I don't know what it was.
Stone.
And I got a
award.
piece of paper. I'm like, okay, cool.
Paolo got
paper-
the sacred stone.
Does
Yeah.
paper not beat rock?
What?
Paper beats rock.
He's right about that.
Oh right.
And
Yeah,
rock, paper, scissors.
That's
George,
true.
that was so good.
That was actually.
Damn.
That was so clever.
Okay, so I guess I'm better.
I'm
Yeah.
on fire. I'm on fire.
Yeah. Yeah. Paolo got the sacred stone.
Damn him.
Damn.
Damn him. I think he got some sort of magical powers from that.
Yeah.
If I'm not
Um,
mistaken, that granted him, some sort of genie's wishes, something
Yeah.
along those lines.
Possibly. I got the award for like advanced sound or like intro to sound or something.
How many
Sound production.
awards are there?
There's an award for every class. I got the honors chemistry award, and
That's kind of
Dr.
weird.
Dr. Schaefer went like this. She double tapped
chest
her
bumped?
chest.
Oh, I
Is that your
remember Dr.
principal?
Schaefer.
Wait, is that your principal? Or
No,
No,
that was my
chemistry
chemistry
teacher.
teacher.
Ah.
She didn't actually do that, but
She felt that way.
she did. She
Sorry.
didn't have to. No, she didn't have
her
to.
eyes said that?
Her eyes had a certain sparkle that denoted a
Her
double
eyes
chest bump.
bumped her chest and then saluted me. Yeah. No, that was a highlight of my high school career. Felt good.
Wait, are you a senior now? Or
Yeah,
you...
I am.
Okay.
We're George and I are. Ben's a junior.
See.
I see.
Let's do the rest of the podcast in Spanish. Or, can you speak Vietnamese? I would assume.
Yeah.
How's my
lo-
pronunciation? Pho.
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 Pho. What's
Pho.
that mean?
That's the
It's
food.
the soup.
Food.
That's the soup.
Oh, that's the noodles.
Yeah.
You know, my uncle's fiance is Vietnamese.
Do you
so
know her?
No.
We're basically
Why
related.
do you think I know everybody?
Me and you are related.
Well, you have the same last name. Like people just get confused with that.
Yeah, that's true.
But that's so. What's like funny is that like for the past like week, people have been like, cause I have my name. My name is Min, but they put my middle name as my first name.
On your,
So people
on your
think I'm
driver's
li-
license.
Yeah. So people think
Why?
I'm. I don't know. It's just like how I don't know. What-
something Vietnamese. Yeah.
Like visa application for like students or something.
Oh,
so they
yeah,
just
yeah.
put my first name. So it's always it's even
What
on
is,
my
what
like
is your
card.
middle name?
DUC Duck.
Duck. Duke.
Well,
Yeah.
Duke.
that
So like pe-
pronunciation is a work
Say
in
it.
progress.
yeah, you can
Say
work
it.
on it, but
Duck.
yeah.
Duck.
So like people
Duck.
have been like thinking about like, am I lying about my name? Like, no, it's my name for the past like 20 years, and people don't believe it.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Yeah, I'm surprised you don't know George's uncle's
Fiance.
fiance.
Fiance or her daughter, for that matter.
Yeah.
You know,
where
I'm-
does she go? Like, do you
they
see
li-
it?
She
They
goes
live
to
in the-
Vietnam.
She goes to Vietnam. Okay,
They
okay,
live in the Bay Area.
okay,
I mean, it's still California. It's not.
okay.
Yeah. Isn't Minh Tran kind of like the John Smith of? It's like the most common name in Vietnam.
It's not the most common name,
Is
but it's
okay,
like the second or third.
How do you pronounce Nguyen?
Win.
Wing?
Win.
Wing?
Ween.
Win.
That's
Ween.
Yeah,
That's-
I mean he's the closest. Yeah.
Ween.
Wait. Ha. Queen. My
No.
No.
No, that's I'm, no.
Oh,
no.
okay. Queen
Hear
is
me
her-
out.
Queen is.
Yeah, Queen is my uncle's fiance's daughter's name.
Queen. Quyen.
probably
Yeah.
Wing.
Ween.
Queen.
Wing. Yeah.
Yeah.
Queen.
Nailed it. Yeah.
Something like that.
That's pretty cool. Where in Vietnam are you from?
I'm from the south, so Ho Chi Minh City.
Ho Chi Minh. I was
Ho
gonna
Chi
say
Minh.
that.
Yeah.
Ho Chi Minh. Is that the kind
That's
of
like
the
the
New
like the
York of
found like the
Vietnam?
George Washington of Vietnam, like of the states basically. Ho Chi Minh.
Or Washington D.C.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah,
he's
yeah.
like he founded Vietnam basically.
That's
Ho
George
Chi Minh did?
Washington.
Yeah.
Oh.
No, but-
he means he was the George Washington.
Ho Chi Minh is a
Oh,
person.
yeah,
yeah.
Oh, okay. Then I then
Basically
I messed
the
up.
same.
I thought you were saying that Ho Chi Minh, the city, was the George Washington. Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
Basically.
Is there anything? Is there like French things there? Because I know the
Oh,
French.
yeah. Have you heard of banh mi?
No.
The sandwich.
No.
So
Is that like? No, I don't. I'm not even gonna try. No.
banh mi, they call it here in American accent. Banh mi?
No.
No.
I don't
So
know.
it's like a sandwich with meat and salads and stuff in it,
Mm-hmm.
and the bread is actually came
Baguette.
from France.
Is it baguette? Or
Yeah, it's a baguette. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Boom.
Mm-hmm.
I bet George didn't.
Boom.
Even,
It's a baguette.
George didn't even know that the French occupied Vietnam. For a
I
little bit.
didn't.
Like, and if you go back to if you go to Vietnam, you see a lot of French influence, but
Yeah.
not much anymore. But
Yeah.
yeah,
Back
you
in
see
the
it.
day.
They're reclaiming
Our-
the land.
Pork bun, like the buns with pork or like meat inside. That's not Vietnamese, is it?
Pork
those,
bun.
Those are good. It's like
Those are good.
That's a weird. Wait, bun
I've never
makes
heard of that. That sounds weird.
a bun made of pork.
No, it's like a dough. It's like a dough thing with meat inside.
It's kind of like a pot sticker a little
Yeah.
Sounds
bit.
disgusting.
It's delish.
It's pretty good.
No,
Is
it
it?
sounds Chinese.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I think it is.
Probably.
Yeah.
How long did you live in Vietnam?
14 years.
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
That's pretty sick.
So I moved here and then I went to Bishop for the.
Right away. Did
Yeah.
you know any English at that point?
Because I went to international school back
Oh.
there, so I have to take like half a day in Vietnamese, half a day in English.
Oh.
The problem with that is that like you meet all your Vietnamese friends, like there's no like English friends, so
Yeah.
you speak Vietnamese like all the time, even
Yeah,
though you're in like
yeah.
an English class.
Yeah.
So it's like it defeats the purpose.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's
But like at least you learn something.
a little
But
bit.
I'm glad like I traveled here like once or twice before I moved.
yeah.
So I kind of get like the experience of interacting with actual people who
you got
speak
the
English.
feel of it
Yeah,
a little.
Yeah,
That's
I gotta.
cool.
Yeah,
'Cause
That-
I would imagine that's pretty daunting.
it was pretty like, it was a little shock. Like I got a little culture shock at
Yeah,
first.
yeah.
But then I got used to it pretty quick.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Kind of learning a language and then like hearing it spoken. That's
Mhm.
freaking way
Very
that's So two
different.
different
Mhm.
things.
Yeah.
Like we, my French class, part of our tests. This is in junior high. Part of our tests were like having to, I think, translate like a sentence that our teacher would speak, and we'd have to like translate it and write it down on our test. And one time our teacher wasn't there, and it was a sub on the day of a test, and so they got it off of like a recording because the tests are like off of some curriculum.
Mhm.
So there's like recordings of it, and frickin' no one knew what it meant because the teacher had been like babying us,
Oh my gosh.
and this was like
Damn.
real French,
like a real French person.
and we had absolutely no idea. Yeah.
I think polyglots are pretty cool. Who are people who can like who speak like 35 languages like fluently. And they can
That's
just,
insane.
I don't know how to do that.
You
No, I
must
know.
have to have like a really high IQ or something.
Yeah,
I like.
Yeah, there was this YouTube video about a guy who he had like this shirt that said like, if I can't speak your language, I'll give you like 50 like euros or something, and it was somewhere in
I
Europe.
think I've seen. Was that like a YouTube video? Or
Yeah,
something?
yeah, and
I think I saw that. It was in my recommended or something.
yeah, and he speaks like just like so many languages so well, and people are just like amazed, and it's
insane.
like so cool.
Well, George has no ear. George's Spanish accent.
It's
disgusting.
it's declined considerably in quality. I took like 4 years of Spanish, and at the end of my fourth year, I was like, okay, I could get by. I was actually pretty good. Like I had to do a 10-minute presentation, all in Spanish, and I did it pretty well.
Could
I
you
think.
read like was it just from memory?
Yeah,
Fine, that's okay.
that's average. But yeah, no. At this point, I think I've forgotten almost everything, and probably am terrible. But
yeah.
After 4 years.
Yeah.
My mom learned Spanish in school, and now she can still speak it pretty well, which it's a cool skill to have. But
Yeah.
Do your siblings speak Spanish?
no,
Yeah,
they
Okay.
took it, but they don't.
yeah.
speak
My mom
well.
took like 10 years of Spanish for some reason, and then she did like her biliteracy test, and then she was telling me how she was in like the Spanish National Honor Society.
Oh
Which
wow.
is like
So is she very fluent? Like she's fluent?
not really like not really. no.
bad
Not really.
No, she's still pretty like
Yeah,
she
I'm
would
sure.
help me with math homework, but like not she wasn't
She'll help
fluent.
you with math.
Wait,
Yeah,
what?
she helped me with Spanish homework. I mean,
She'll help me with math homework, but that's besides the point.
That's unrelated. Yeah. No, she'd explain my math homework to me in Spanish.
yeah, it was
didn't-
super cool.
It was actually super helpful.
Yeah.
No, George has a terrible ear, and that's not. We're all good at different things, right? George is terrible at ears, though.
Yeah.
Okay, let's determine who's got a better ear. Min will give you a Vietnamese word to say, and then each
Oh,
of you say
facts.
it, and
Yeah.
he'll rate
Okay,
who says it
okay,
better.
yeah.
Yeah.
Okay,
Ear
so
test part 1.
give us let's say like
Say pond.
No, let's say like 3 syllables, or like just like maybe like 2 words, or make it like a little bit long, not just like 1
Okay.
syllable.
Cafe soda.
Cafe soda.
Cafe soda.
Cafe
Huh.
soda.
I don't know.
Can you guys do it again?
Oh God.
Cafe soda.
Cafe soda.
Cafe soda.
I say he's the closest.
Oh.
Really?
Ooh.
Okay, say it again and then tell us what it means.
No,
to
do a
me.
different one.
Cafe soda means milk coffee. Iced coffee, like vanilla latte.
Oh.
Dirty latte.
No, not dirty. Vanilla.
dirty.
It's a little
Gross
sweet
latte.
now. Yeah.
Let the record show, Min was pointing at Ben when he said that.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
Oh yeah,
Ben won it
Ben.
all.
Ben. Yeah. Okay, give us another one. I'm looking to usurp the throne.
Okay.
It's tough that you go first though, Ashton. I think we should change the order.
Oh,
order
yeah.
then.
Okay, yeah.
I'll go first.
Yeah.
See if
A
I
little
can.
bit of recency bias, maybe.
Okay.
Yeah.
Trà sữa chân châu.
Oh,
my gosh.
That's hard. I don't even know what that. Okay.
Yeah, so
here's
San
it.
Chow.
Say it first and then no.
Do it again.
Trà sữa chân châu.
Yeah, so Jiang Jiao.
Yeah, so don't go.
Yeah, it's good.
Okay. Ashton was the closest.
Ashton-
Let's go.
Yeah, it's close. It's
Okay,
milk
what does
tea.
that mean?
It's
What does that
boba.
mean?
It's boba.
Oh my
Oh,
God.
okay.
Yeah.
Or you could.
I prefer the word boba to that one.
That's so crazy, dude. Other languages are freaking insane. Like if you haven't like learned the fundamentals, like
Yeah.
it's so hard to differentiate. Like what are those sounds that
Because
he
like,
was just
Yeah,
because
you
making?
don't
like I
even-
can show you this. This is the one I found. You know, in English there's only like A. In Vietnamese it's like A and then like more.
There's like
syllables.
variations.
Yeah, the
of it,
variations.
Mm.
Is English a hard? I always hear like English is actually the hardest language to learn. Is that true? Or people?
It
just
was
like
hard.
to
It's
say
hard
it?
at first, but like you have to learn and then speak it with people.
Yeah.
It's like native. Because
Yeah.
like if you speak it with like Vietnamese who studies English, you don't understand the accent.
Uh-huh.
So you just speak
Mm.
kind of like robotic,
Yeah, yeah.
Oh,
which is
yeah.
what I like.
Kind of
hate.
like
Yeah.
how I sound speaking Vietnamese.
Not trying to offend anyone, but like yeah.
Gosh, how do you get the frickin'? I got a
That's
bunch
also
of
why
little
Boba's bad.
boba balls left at the bottom, and I'm struggling to get them.
Reach them.
Just another reason.
Yeah. Boba.
Well,
just-
no, because it's well worth it, because it tasted so good, and also I just did it. I just ripped the thing off.
So much work,
You
though.
used your awesome strength.
Yeah,
Awesome.
my awesome power.
Bar.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, it's fine. I like boba. I'm a big fan of boba. Again,
Do you know where? Do you know the origin of boba?
Vietnam,
No.
Japan.
No.
The
Philippines.
No.
Indo.
Indo.
That means Indonesia for all of you who don't
No.
know that.
It's a small country.
Thailand.
No.
Oh,
Like,
Thai
how
tea.
s-
I would have guessed it.
How small?
Taiwan.
Yeah.
How many?
Let's go.
Taiwan.
That's an island off the coast.
Yeah.
Is it?
Yeah.
Yes.
Like today.
Which is the territory that China is occupying?
Taiwan
China.
and Hong Kong.
Hong Kong, I think.
Yeah.
Wait.
Hong Kong's like a city, but it's not. It's
It's
not
a
really-
country. It's a country.
It's a little tiny country,
Mm-hmm.
kind of like the Vatican.
Yeah.
If you ask China, it's a city. If you ask other people,
It's a country.
Really?
it varies. Well, yeah, because they
I mean, it makes sense.
they
yeah.
want like
They wanna
Hong
take
Kong
it
to be,
over.
they want to own it, but Hong Kong's like, nah, we want to be independent because
Mhm.
China.
Respect to Hong
That's
Kong.
why, like
Yeah.
that's
Yeah.
why, like
If Hong Kong ever wants to come on the podcast, you know,
I'll find.
I'd love to
someone.
have you.
That's why, like Britain. That's why, like England is like starting to get more Hong Kongese.
Oh.
Like they give them citizenship.
Oh.
To,
Oh, because
that's
they're
cool.
they're like under some.
Oh.
Yeah.
Some,
how
like-
how similar is Vietnamese to other like languages in Asia? Like is it at all?
Is it? I think it's not. Is it not similar?
Some
I be
words
correct?
are related to Chinese,
Okay.
but like it's very different.
okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How crazy are Japanese and like Mandarin? Are those similar?
No.
They're not.
You can hear the difference. Like
Okay.
even if you don't understand it, you can hear the difference.
Yeah, I feel like maybe, but it's just kind of crazy that they independently. Was it independent of each other that they used the same kind of like symbols?
no,
No.
probably
It's
not.
not?
If
No.
they're right next to each other, I mean, I'm sure they ran.
Well, an
into
ocean separates them, George.
Yeah, but they had
Humans
they
didn't learn how to swim until 1500.
had- That's the only way you can get from China to Japan.
Yeah.
Well, it's the most efficient.
George,
Certainly.
if you're ever feeling self-conscious, about your looks. Just remember, Albert Einstein didn't achieve a thigh gap until he was 50.
Freaking weird. Freaking really
I don't know.
weird.
So we can go back and check the tape, but something that someone just said reminded me of that, and I already forgot it.
Wow. Min,
Yeah,
is there no drinking age in Vietnam?
there is, but like people really don't care. Like if you look mature enough, then you'll be fine.
Do little kids get hammered?
No, I think it's because this is a good topic actually because like I feel like in the States, because it's 21, the parents are like, no, you can't drink till you're 21, so they get more curious.
People drink even
That's
harder.
Yeah, so they
this
get
is what I think. Yeah,
Yeah, so they
That's
get curious.
Yeah.
In Vietnam, it's like, okay,
you just know.
you
it.
know the drinking age, but the parents are like, yeah, like drinking age 18. Like they don't really force them. So
Yeah.
it's like when they don't really drink much.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like
Like it's like
Yeah, because it's not as like
Rebellious.
rebellious or
because
crazy.
this is my thing on alcohol.
We call it alk. No,
yeah.
call it alk,
Alk.
Ashton, or
This is
else
my thing on-
you'll be ostracized socially.
Actually, call it Bev. Bev or Alk.
This is my stance on alk bev. Okay.
okay.
certain alk bevs.
Okay. It like is a serious thing because you don't want to be an alcoholic, but it freaking shouldn't. Like you should make sure your child is not developing like alcoholism. I don't even know if that's a thing you can develop or if this is a thing you're born with.
I think you can develop
Yeah,
it.
You probably can. But if they're not, like if you know they're responsible, who cares? You know?
Basically, yeah. I think,
That's what I feel like it should like it should just be like, yeah, whatever.
I feel like
drink
the Vietnam
safely,
way is
don't-
doing it. They're doing
yeah.
it much better over there. You guys are kind of
Yeah, we
Straight
like
up
slowly
killing it.
like educate them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what they
That's
do
what's up.
in France. The babies have a glass of wine.
I went to France in 3rd grade, and my parents went wine tasting, or the summer between 3rd and 4th grade, and my parents went wine tasting, and the guy just, like, poured us, me and my sister's wine, like, without asking, and kind of just assumed
wow.
we were having wine, too. And at the time, I was like, oh, that's weird, but whatever. But looking back, I was like, okay, 3rd graders are, like, tiny. Like, what the heck? They're
Yeah.
like babies.
Interesting.
Yeah. It was, like, sweet wine, and it was pretty good. But, so, which is kind of
Like that's
weirder.
what that's what my parents like did when I was young. I'm just like,
Yeah.
yeah, you can have like a sip of wine. It's fine.
Yeah, they do that in Italy a lot too. I think they just like have wine with dinner, and it's more of just like pairing it with foods, and it's just more of like a taste.
Yeah,
thing.
they're not just like trying to get drunk over dinner
Yeah.
with their family.
Yeah.
I feel like that's just way better.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, you got a little drip on your.
Ashton's,
Oh no!
Ashton's
my
a
God,
slob.
Ashton.
He wore this little like sweater,
It's a cute cardigan.
this cute little cardigan.
I don't
and
think
he,
it's just a cardigan.
It's not. I just wanted to call
Yeah.
it that.
he wore some little
It's cute. You're right, but it's
Yeah.
not a cardigan.
he wore some little sweater and he dribbled all over it because he doesn't have control over his body.
Yeah, that's pretty true. No, I have control over my body. If any of you guys are actually wondering.
I have so
Okay.
much control.
Also, that's freaking annoying me. That okay? So we got Boba before this, and
Wait, that's my.
Emma and Clara got
Yeah.
Boba.
My
and then,
sisters.
And then George's. I think they already know that because they're on.
Yeah.
Well, we don't know that everybody's watched every episode or listened to.
Exactly.
And so like they each got one, and George and Ben didn't get one, and then they both had like half of it, and then they combined it, and now it's just been sitting on the table, and it's freaking like full.
Because
we've
we don't
made it
like
clear.
boba.
I think
No
we've-
one's having it.
We've made it so clear.
Okay, I'll have a sip and we'll do an online, fully live taste test boba. I've had boba before, which is why I know I don't like
You're gonna
it.
love it. And well, now it's
What, it-
worse because I'm sure it's all diluted
From what?
from ice melting.
It's pretty cold still. Let's see.
Those can be true at the same time that the ice melted. And
We
it's
should have
cold.
saved some of the good boba for them. Because I've never had Spud Nuts boba, but
This is not. I don't know how this boba. I'm not really a boba connoisseur. Okay.
If you this boba is freaking good.
Yeah. Guys, Min's not talking because he went to the bathroom real quick. So.
Well, he might be talking. We just don't know.
Yeah, you can't hear
It's
Min talking.
impossible to say.
All right, I'm gonna do a boba test. Get you on my thoughts. Yeah. I don't really like it. It's just not that good. I don't
Well-
hate it. Actually, I hate it.
I'll
I
try.
will say I'm
I feel like they
mildly pleasantly surprised.
Yeah. Okay. Good.
Still don't enjoy it, but I didn't hate it.
Yeah, it's fine.
It's just fine.
What are the boba balls made out of? Is it just sugar?
Mochi. Is it mochi?
No, mochi's different.
Cool. Yeah.
Is it? Mochi is like very
Sick.
Japanese.
Thanks.
Mochi is like an ice cream.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. Yeah. Makes sense.
I remember you used to like that OT, and I thought it was gross. Mochi?
I think mochi's better than boba.
I think it's
Wait,
gross.
isn't it
Larpy.
just like the outside?
The outside is
Because
like,
the ice cream isn't.
I guess the outside could looks like tastes like has the
Yeah.
same texture as boba,
Yeah.
but the inside is ice cream.
Because I know there's I know there's a topping for ice cream that's just mochi that has a similar texture to that, but it has like flour on the outside.
If I was gonna make a mochi restaurant, it would be called Mochi Min.
Oh ho ho! That's pretty good.
Boom!
I like that joke, yeah.
How big of a city is Ho Chi Minh? Is it like
It's like it's not like LA. It's like three
3
quarters.
million?
No, the
Three-
city is like 4 million. It's like New York, basically.
Okay, that's pretty sick.
It's
Pretty legit.
so like smaller in area than LA, but it's just a odd
It's
dense
like
population.
Yeah, basically. There's more like it's very dense.
Have you been to New York?
Yeah.
It doesn't feel at all like New
It
York.
didn't feel the same, but like the lifestyle is the same because like everything's open like 24/7.
Yeah.
It's like
that's
the
nice.
same vibe, basically.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Oh,
Now-
I think we had to talk about masks on a different podcast, like in China, we were talking about how people just wear masks in public.
Oh yeah.
Does
Yeah.
that happen in
Yeah.
Vietnam?
Yeah.
Like even before.
Like because like they hate the sun. Vietnamese hate the sun,
Really?
and they ride motorcycles. So like when you go outside, people will
Everybody's
just
covered.
literally like cover them up like a ninja. Like literally, you cannot see their face.
That's
why?
crazy.
Why did they hate the sun?
I
so
don't know.
much?
They just don't want to get like tan.
Ah.
They want like to look as white as possible.
Is it culturally like being tan is not like being pale is the
Yeah, it's
because like here being
like
tan is kind of it's like the better one, the
Yeah.
good looking one.
Yeah, like Vietnamese just hate the sun.
I actually learned about this in like my Philippine American experience class.
Ashton's spilling everywhere.
Just ice.
It's kind of interesting because like in a lot of like Southeast Asian countries, it's sort of like a relic of like the white supremacists, right? White supremacist like colonialism that they've experienced. That like they want their skin to be lighter, like more close to like white people. It's sort of like this remnant
that's-
of like
Huh,
colonialism.
terrible.
And so like in the Philippines, there's like whole industries around like skin lightening.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah,
wow.
that's a
Yeah.
thing. That's a thing. Yeah.
That feels like unethical.
That's the
I,
opposite.
well,
of
like
tanning
if you
boots.
want to lighten your skin, go ahead. But it feels like the companies that are like
Well, it's just like
preserving that.
suntan lotion.
Except it's
But I feel
guess it's got
maybe
much more-
just
No,
the
like-
roots
darker
of it.
roots.
The
Yeah,
roots,
yeah,
yeah.
Mhm.
It might not be unethical, but it's just like
Like they have cream that will literally make you look white, like makeup basically.
is that what
Uh-huh.
BTS does?
I don't know. Like they get like Vietnamese
Yeah.
have a lot of
Tell me
influence
now.
from the Koreans.
Man,
Just
expose
tell me.
BTS's skin routine.
I've never. Well, I know BTS. I just don't know what they look like.
Yeah.
I just
I
don't.
don't.
know.
well, they're
Yeah.
K-pop.
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
They're Korean in some way.
One
they
way or
are.
another.
it's kind of weird to think about that. Like our current beauty standards feel like so obvious. Like, yeah, we like people are generally like considered like pretty if they're like skinny and tan and stuff. But in the past and like in different places right now, it's like just the standard that if you're like whiter, it's pretty, or like in the past if you're fat, like that's all cool.
Yeah.
Like that's a weird thing that it's just not a given. It, Like we just make it up.
Yeah.
Like that's why like me wearing masks now it's like normal to me because I
Yeah.
wear it like all the time. So it's
Yeah.
like, oh yeah.
Also, yeah. I mean, it's not normal for me, but I don't get why people don't like it.
The only time me and Ben wear masks when we work out.
Yeah, I think that. Yeah.
Which is smart, but I feel like that's the only time where it's like you obviously still should do it, but it's kind of annoying.
It's just a little like
Well-
my mask like if like it'll kind of get sweaty and it's kind. I just feel it's not. It just feels kind of gross and it's just if you're breathing heavy, it's kind of hard to breathe.
yeah. I
That's
think you're actually not supposed to wear it when you're exercising.
Yeah,
But like you have like
I mean, if you're in public,
gyms like have to, otherwise they just can't exist.
yeah.
But I think it's like like the CDC or something advises like just be spaced out or something.
Yeah, I don't know. It's an outside place and we remember mass, but
Yeah.
that's the only time where it kind of sucks. But I feel like if you're just like going to a place like walking, it's just not that bad. It's not really something to like.
I mean, like I went on a hike like yesterday or like 2 days ago. Like
Yeah.
it was a 2-hour hike up the hot springs, and I didn't wear a mask because like there's no way. Like no one was there.
Yeah.
Nothing.
Yeah,
You know?
yeah.
I was just like, oh, yeah.
Exactly. Did you ever ride a motorcycle around?
Oh yeah.
Is that
I
freaking
love-
sick? Is that cool?
It's like it gets excited at first, but then at the end it's just like, oh yeah, it's just like
are
it
those
gets
That's
you-
just how you do
Those
it.
are more common than cars.
Oh yeah. Have you seen the traffic? Like the
Oh,
traffic
yeah,
in
wait,
Vietnam
is
is
it like a motorcycle, or are they
it's
more like
it's more like
Vespas?
it's more like scooters.
Yeah,
yeah.
But like
yeah,
motorcycles,
that's-
yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Is the currency in Vietnam pretty inflated? Like, are there like $100,000 bills? stuff.
So 10,000 Vietnamese dong is like 50 cents.
Oh my
So
god.
$100 would be like 2 million.
Oh my
Wow.
gosh.
Mhm.
Is that
So-
kind of?
So if I get a bunch of Vietnamese money and bring it back to America, I'm rich. is
Yeah,
what I'm
they
hearing.
think you're rich, but yeah.
That's how that works,
Mhm.
right?
But also, like, what's weird is that, like, let's say you want to buy a car, like an F-150 here would be like, let's say 30 grand, 40 grand.
Uh-huh.
If you ship that thing to Vietnam,
Uh-huh.
the price goes up like 3 times because of tax. So it would be like 90 grand.
Really?
Yeah.
And that's got to be like billions of Vietnamese.
That would
currency.
be like 90 grand would be like 2 billion.
Wow.
Jeez.
So I should sell all my cars in Vietnam.
That's actually more than that.
Yeah.
That's what
I
I'm
mean, you
getting.
could, but you have to pay the tax anyways. You have to pay the tax in order to get into
Oh,
Vietnam.
okay, yeah.
And then you have to
Oh.
sell it.
But it's a higher number, right?
So
Higher number.
Yeah.
Okay. Why is inflation bad?
It's so annoying to have to count up all those numbers. Such high numbers makes your head hurt after a while.
Oh, do you want to explain that to me?
Why is inflation bad?
Is here and here's my guess. Because people who have already made money, that currency is less.
Yeah,
Is
I
worth
mean,
less?
if you have like insane levels of inflation, where you, like 10,000% inflation, anyone's life savings who's in cash is suddenly going to be worthless.
Why
That
only in
makes sense.
cash?
Well, if they have it in investments, then the investments would go up,
Oh right, you just mean
scaled
like,
with inflation. If their money is in a bank account,
I thought you
in
meant
dollars.
like if they have like rooms full of cash, like that's the only time it would be.
They're hoarding just
Yeah. So that
raw
makes sense.
bills.
Yeah.
Yeah, that would suck.
If my memory serves me, speaking of motorcycles in Vietnam, Min has a story about that.
Oh, yeah.
Oh.
Is
Oh,
it
yeah.
sick? Is it juicy?
It was a little embarrassing, but I learned from it.
that's good. That's
okay,
always
That's
so-
the best kind.
So, it was 2 years ago? Yeah, 2 years ago.
Oh, yeah. How often do you visit Vietnam?
I go there like every year, except this year.
Oh,
obviously.
yeah.
Respect.
Sometimes like twice a year.
Mhm.
But 2 years ago, I was there for like a month or two.
Mhm.
And then on the last day, I was like riding the motorcycle around to like say bye to my friends. And I was like, it's the last time like I'm gonna ride the motorcycle. Why don't I just ride a little quick? You know,
Yeah, yeah.
just rip it
Give
a
her
little
some
bit.
gas.
So
Rip it.
yeah, I ripped it a little bit, but I ripped it a little too hard. Where like, damn, I should slow down. But when I slowed down, I wasn't really in control,
Uh-huh.
so I crashed.
Did you go over your handlebars?
Mm,
Did you stop so abruptly that you flew over?
No.
Okay.
You like
Uh,
good.
just like a slide.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's cool.
Oh.
Like I was wearing shorts and t-shirts.
Oh.
Road rash.
Just a slide off thing. So I went to my friend's house anyways, and
Uh-huh.
he like took care of me, which is really nice of him.
Yeah, that's
And
cool.
I didn't like at first I didn't feel anything. I was like, oh, just like a scratch. you
Yeah,
know,
yeah.
nothing. Like 2 days, like, and then the thing is, I fly back to the States like the next day.
Oh, that
Yeah, yeah.
sucks.
I
That's-
flew back the next day.
Yeah.
How
So
long
I
is that flight? Pretty long.
like 18, 19 hours.
Oh.
Yeah, and I was by myself.
You ever
Well,
wear
but they-
tall socks on a flight like that, and then you get off and your like calves are just in agony?
Hmm.
Wait,
Yeah.
what?
If you wear like not tall socks, but like socks that go up on your shins, if you wear those for like 18 hours straight on like a long flight, and then you take them off, they're
Oh,
like,
your hair?
Well,
yeah,
it's
like
yeah.
imprints into your.
well, it's
Yeah.
also
and
like
stuff.
it's not like
that's
it's
my
not like
least favorite.
18 hours straight. It's like you fly to like Taiwan or Japan.
Yeah, yeah.
For a transfer because they don't
Well-
have a direct flight.
If you would have just gone the other way around, taking the back way,
It's
it actually would have been like 4 hours.
Well, no,
so,
wow.
just go around the back of the earth, right?
Well, that's when you go to New York, then you go that way.
We actually would have
True.
flown off the edge. Huh?
Yeah,
True.
it's an edge. Yeah.
That's true.
So I had to like walk with like band-aids, and this whole hand was scuffed up. My right leg was just all scuffed up, and I had to walk like to the airport by myself.
Oh, that sucks.
That's
Yeah.
Did it end up being like? It didn't get infected or anything?
No.
Okay, that's good.
But yeah.
But I had to go to school like that for like
Yeah,
3
that
months.
sounds.
Which was kind of nice because I didn't have to write. So I had other
Oh,
people
really?
write for me.
Oh, that.
That's not.
Because I write with my right hand, but I do everything with my left hand.
Oh.
Oh, really?
Actually, an interesting story again. In Vietnam, they really hate left-handed people. I don't know why, but
Because they're the worst.
I don't. No, because like I guess my reason. That's the reason is like in first grade you have to write cursive, and then you write with your left hand.
Oh,
like your
it
ink just gets
smudges
yeah.
it.
So that's why they don't like it. So like the teacher forced me to like write with my right hand.
Oh, but
Otherwise,
Ah.
I just cannot do like anything. So like from that point, I cannot write with my left hand anymore. I have to
Huh.
write with my right hand.
That's
but everything
cool,
I
but-
do is on the left.
I wonder, is like dominant, is like handedness, is that genetic? Like how, like a baby,
I
a
think so,
freaking
yeah.
baby has a dominant hand?
I don't know.
Babies
Yeah,
freaking
it's
aren't,
Interesting,
don't
yeah.
have anything that's dominant about them. Like how is,
They're just rubber. Basically.
yeah, they're freaking just a bunch of fat and like a little face.
Wow.
Babies are gonna be triggered.
Yeah. Gonna get
Yeah,
canceled by
I don't
babies.
know. That is weird. And why is it so? Why are so many? Is there any advantage to being right-handed? Like any biological?
Your hand gets let dirty because of the ink.
No, but like,
Oh,
cause like I feel like
oh like
10% of the only 10% of the population or something is left-handed.
Well,
Yeah,
actually,
like
I don't think it's
evolutionary.
genetic because my parents are right-handed and my brother is.
Yeah, my mom's.
I'm the only
left-handed.
left-handed person.
Yeah,
maybe it's just a freaking,
just a
just like
I think
whichever
it's
one
like
you
the
pick.
first thing you
Yeah.
hold, I guess, and then you
Yeah.
just like get used to
Like,
it.
oh, this thing's like infinitely stronger. Like this
Yeah.
hand just becomes
feel
like
like, yeah.
twice
Yeah.
as strong.
as soon as you pick up your first thing.
Yeah.
I guess, yeah.
It's kind of funny, like in sports, or especially in water polo. If you're a lefty, you base and like you're like you have some like hand-eye coordination, you're pretty good. Then like you're like way more likely to go to college for water polo. Like being a lefty is like.
That's true of pitching too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Wait, why is that a thing in water polo? What's the importance of it?
Because so when you're attacking the cage, there's like a weak side, and like you wouldn't have the best angle if you're a right-handed player.
Oh, okay.
And so like if you're a lefty, then you have a better angle on the cage just to
Interesting.
Oh,
yeah.
catch and shoot.
Yeah, like if like let's say the cage is in front of me, we'll put a diagram up.
I don't know.
I don't know how we're probably not gonna do that.
Well,
Well, we won't do that. But if the cage is in front of me and I'm a right-handed person, I would have to go like over my head to go to that
Oh,
corner.
yeah,
And if
yeah.
you're a lefty, you can just go there.
that's true.
Interesting.
Yeah.
True.
That's cool. I'm gonna be a lefty and start water polo. Sounds like a fun
Little
way to
late,
get a
maybe.
scholarship.
A little late, yeah.
Well, no, there's still time to apply. Deadline's January 1st.
You're gonna start being a lefty and start at water polo.
Well, I played water polo in 6th grade, so I've got a,
Got
and I
some
bat
ex-
lefty in baseball.
Rock solid foundation.
Got a huge head start, George.
Do you bat lefty in baseball just because of societal pressures?
Yeah. No, I just picked up a bat that way and swung it.
Yeah, but were your parents like, he's got to bat lefty?
Yeah, no, not at all.
This kid's worthless if he doesn't bat lefty.
They locked me in my room until I batted lefty, and then they would feed me snacks as a reward.
Give you little treats every time you batted lefty.
I could only eat on game days because there's no other time to bat lefty.
Yeah. There's some people like their performance in sports games, like their parents will be mad at them if they don't perform
That's
in sports games.
such a weird thing.
It's
that-
freaking like high school sports and
Yeah.
like sometimes not. I mean, like if you're younger than that, not high school sports.
Yeah.
Parents are still mad. That's so weird.
You guys like I don't know about like the states system much in like the middle school stuff, but
Oh,
Do your
yeah.
parents get mad if you don't get like the best grade? Like you have to be on top of the class?
My parents don't.
Yeah.
My
Okay.
no.
Everybody says like if I get a B, my mom will kill me, and I think
Because
Yeah.
that's like the Vietnamese like culture. Like if you have
Really?
to be the best.
well,
Wow.
what if then
I mean,
only
don't-
one person?
well,
Yeah, like you have to fight for it. Like
To the death.
you have to kill him.
yeah, like if you don't get like the best, your parents
Whoever
will be
gets
like
an A is actually your next target.
yeah.
like if you don't get like the best grade, your mom would be like look at that guy. You know, like
Yeah,
Oh,
that's
wow.
that's a little bit of a thing. Probably not as much,
okay.
but like, I think it varies definitely family to family. Like some families will like not care at all if you get.
I mean, like you have to care at some point, but like there's
Yeah.
a limit to that.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Is
yeah.
the school system like learning? I know like learning math. Is learning math in Vietnam like repetition based? Because I did Kumon, and Kumon was pretty much just like you do like a lot of the not the same problem but the same structured problem over and over again until you get like a really good basis for it, and then you move on to the next thing.
Huh. I feel like it's kind of the same in like the beginning,
Mm-hmm.
but at the, like math or like the very competitive in math in
Yeah.
Vietnam. So like when I got here, math was really easy for me because I've learned to
Yeah.
the senior level basically. So
Oh, really?
I
Wow.
passed that class pretty easy.
Imagine
but then
if we just did that. Like, couldn't we could just
Yeah.
like make smarter people? Like,
if you just taught them more.
but then
earlier.
like
Yeah.
but then like I had to go to like extra school, like extra I don't know what it's called, but like after school you have to go to another school
oh wow.
to
In-
even like get you better at math.
in
So-
Vietnam.
yeah, so I
Oh,
did. I
wow.
went to school from like 7 to like 9 p.m.
Wow.
really?
Yeah,
So I
That's
guess
insane.
I have like an
that's why we
hour
don't
break
do
after
it.
the school, and that's
I
it.
heard from a TikTok.
Wow.
So whatever he's gonna say is true, right?
Well, get this. It was a TikTok, and it was a little clip from some guy in a suit and tie
Reliable.
speaking on some sort of like at some sort of event.
Yeah.
Like he. This was no slouch.
He was a successful business person. Wild.
I can only assume that I heard that the U.S. like produces the dumbest people, and like all of our like high skill
Where'd you get that fact,
workers and scientists and stuff.
Are not by other
They're
countries
immigrants.
stance.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Yeah,
They're just not smart.
like
actually.
that's the reason. Like a lot of the reason why the U.S. is kind of a, I guess like pretty dominant with like innovation or something.
Yeah.
Is because we just frickin'
Have
have
other-
peop
other
smart
people
people
come.
from other countries.
Yeah, we're slacking.
Yeah, that's frickin'. It's not really embarrassing, but it's kind of like, oh my gosh, what are we doing?
Yeah. I guess we're not going to school from 7 to 9 at night.
Yeah,
What's the biggest sport in Taiwan?
not
In Taiwan?
I mean, in Taiwan. Sorry,
Vietnam
Vietnam.
soccer.
Soccer?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Oh,
like
Do you
they-
play cricket? Is cricket there?
No,
Mm.
Cricket
they
is
call-
Should be.
cricket is in Hong Kong.
Missed
It's a British
opportunity.
thing. Yeah.
Oh, really?
oh,
Is-
Ah,
Ashton, you should know about that,
I do. Well, I know about cricket.
but it's British.
Do they call soccer football?
Probably
they
they
just call it a
They
Vietnamese
call it a
soccer.
They just call it
Vietnamese.
soccer.
They call it soccer?
Oh,
Yeah.
really?
Oh, that's kind of
Wait,
cool.
say soccer and we'll all pronounce it and I'll probably
Bóng
win.
đá.
Oh, I thought it was going to be English soccer.
Oh, sorry.
Wait, say it though.
Bóng đá.
Mom, Dad.
Bóng đá.
Bóng
Bóng
Bomb.
đá.
đá.
Bomb.
Đá means kick, and then bóng means ball.
Kick,
Oh.
Kickball.
Kick-
Like-
ball kick.
Bóng
kick.
đá.
Wait,
They
Yeah.
usually flipped it. Like my name's also flipped in Vietnam.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
everything's flipped.
Do you're called Tran Min?
Yeah.
No. Wait.
Well, like they
But written.
they do the first name, middle name, and then the last name, middle name, first name.
huh.
Whereas here is
Tran Doc
Min.
Min.
Yeah, but
That's
they don't
cool.
they don't usually use the last name because everyone has the same last name. So the middle name
Is
and
everyone Tran pretty much?
the Tran and Nguyen.
Oh.
if
Mm.
It's like the royal family, like kind of.
Can you,
kinda like that.
Descendants.
can you, can you change your name in
Yeah,
Vietnam? Okay. Yeah.
of course you can.
Okay.
Respect.
That's so cool and interesting.
Riveting. Okay,
It's
cool.
a great question.
Yeah, thank
Great
you.
question,
Yeah,
yeah.
thank you.
I love your curiosity.
Yeah.
What if I could I don't think I like my name George, but if I could change my name, what would it be?
Are you asking Min?
I'm thinking I'm thinking out loud, and maybe
okay.
that will prompt you to.
I could see you as like an Ethan.
Ethan.
Yeah.
I used to think.
Sup, Ethan?
yeah.
Yeah, I could go with Ethan.
Yeah.
You guys like your names? What's up with that?
Oh my gosh, George. That's shoddy podcast work.
I'm floundering.
Ben, what do you think of Ben?
Yeah,
Full name. Give him your full name.
Benjamin. Like
Benjamin
Do
Leo
you like
Weber.
that name?
Benjamin Leo Weber. Yeah, I like Benjamin. Sounds kind of cool.
That's pretty sick.
Sounds very like
Yeah,
power.
I could call you like Jammin', something like that.
You could, yeah, easily could for sure. Oh,
It would take little to no effort
Yeah.
to do it.
yeah, I think I like Ben. I think I might be. I would. I don't know. My parents said they would have named me like Jack or Will, which I don't know.
Those are all pretty equivalent to Ben, I think.
I know, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Min is like the equivalent of like Jack or like
Yeah.
basically.
What's what's a cool name in Vietnamese? Like a cool Vietnamese name.
Oh, damn. Because like most people have the same name. It's kind of like
Does that get
Feels
confusing?
like
Yeah,
that
in
defeats the
school when the
purpose of
teacher's
names.
calling you, does that
they
get
call me Min.
no? I know, but like other students in your class, like, is that confusing?
Oh yeah. They usually like have a nickname or like they just call your middle name and then your first name.
Oh, okay.
Oh, so middle names are
Kind of yeah. They're more important than the last name.
Oh,
ah.
Because middle names for us are just kind of for fun.
They're just
Mhm.
pointless,
Yeah.
basically.
But
Like
it's actually important in Vietnam. Cause
That's
like,
cool.
If you have
Yeah.
an aunt with a fun name.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's
something
kind of
like
just
that.
or it's
Yeah.
just like Mary, like that's just the
Yeah.
go-to
Yeah,
for
it's
girls.
just sort of a default of. I think the most girl middle name that exists here is Rose. I feel like.
Rose.
I didn't think that's a middle name. I wouldn't. Like in my mind, that's just a first name to me.
Yeah, well,
I
middle
think
names
it's-
basically are just first names.
I think it's mainly like first names of people that are in
yeah,
your
like
family.
yeah,
Like
like mine's
grandmas or
mine's
something.
Leo, and that's my grandpa's name.
Do you guys have like long middle names? Because I know
No.
people
Well,
have, like
no,
long.
mine's-
Well, George,
Mine's
Ashton does.
mine's
you
3
can't
letters.
certainly can't speak for all of
All
us.
of it does. my middle name is Eric.
George's
Which
4
George
letters.
Eric Tracewell.
No.
Yeah, my uncle
It's 5 letters.
who is
No, it's
engaged
4
The
letters.
same uncle.
to a Vietnamese woman. So boom.
Yeah.
Take
See.
that, man.
Yeah.
Okay.
When students come from China to the U.S.,
Mhm.
for example at Bishop, the exchange students,
Yeah.
they usually get new names. Is that like a thing with Vietnamese? Like, cause I
Yeah,
guess
like they usually do that, but because I think my name's just so easy to like
Yeah,
say,
yeah.
I just didn't bother changing it.
Hmm.
But like the funny thing is, I don't know why, the Chinese students has to take ESL, which I get, it's fine.
Yeah.
I have to take Spanish, and
Yeah.
I'm also international, so I got treated differently.
That's
That's
weird.
weird. What? Yeah.
Oh,
you're
yeah.
com-
What?
I had to take 3 years of Spanish for like nothing.
That's so weird. That's like not at all helpful for
Yeah.
you if you're just trying to learn English.
How,
Yeah.
how did you choose like Bishop or like Santa Barbara? Like how did that even?
Mostly came from my aunt and uncle,
Oh,
because like
really?
'cause they lived here for like 10 years, so they know this.
Mm.
Yeah, so they know the school.
Okay.
I was actually planning to move to Texas
Oh,
at first.
wow.
It was really random, yeah.
Ashton, an OTU family in Texas.
Yeah, I wonder if they know Min.
Yeah, I wonder.
I wonder if
Maybe.
they would have known Mitch.
Dallas.
Yeah.
Dallas.
They actually live
Mhm.
close to Dallas.
Why is it a common thing to come to the U.S. for school, or was
Yeah,
that
I would
yeah.
say so.
probably more than it is to go from
Mhm.
here to?
But like a
somewhere
lot
else
of
for
people
school?
I know, they come here to like study the thing. I come here to like follow my career as a film.
That's for
Did
Oh.
you
Because,
know-
like,
did
because-
you know you wanted to do that?
I know I'm gonna do something in art.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's cool.
and like Vietnam is really new to like art and film. So
Oh,
like
yeah.
they have films and stuff, but it's not like
It's not like a career.
it's
Or
a
it is,
career,
but,
but
like,
like
not
they
a lot of
don't
people.
put too much effort into it.
They don't.
Oh,
They
okay.
probably don't teach you like you don't have many options for school.
They don't
in
have
that.
film schools. No,
Yeah,
yeah.
they don't. That's why I chose the States because of
That's
that.
pretty dope.
Mhm.
that's really
Whereas
cool.
just most people they go here for like business and stuff like that. I'm like,
Yeah.
And you're going to the art center. That's what
yeah,
it's
art
called.
center. Yeah,
I'm assuming that's a pretty good art
Pretty good
or like.
little
Yeah.
little gig.
it's
Yeah.
more like for surprisingly, it's more for automotive like design. So like the
Oh, really?
Yeah,
yeah,
that's-
like,
That's cool.
mhm.
Wait,
But, like,
what
they have-
design?
Odd, like
Automotive.
cars, I think.
like
Oh.
they design cars and stuff.
Oh,
Like the school has like they design cars, they do poster, they do illustration, and they
Mm.
do film stuff like that. Yeah,
ah.
that's like
freaking
like
rad.
sort of a
Mhm.
center of arts.
yeah. So,
So to
basically,
I think
yeah.
I've been to an art show. I mean, not an art show, a car show
Mhm.
there, like near there in LA. And
Are you a car guy? Or?
Big car guy?
Yeah, so my grandpa is more than me, but he had a bunch of cool cars. So
I say okay.
That's cool.
I don't understand being a car guy.
I mean, like,
Can't relate.
Sometimes cool cars are. It's like I don't care enough to like go like spend money on like really cool cars, but like if I see a
probably
cool
because
car,
you
I'm
don't
like,
have
oh.
that money, George.
Yeah, but like,
No, if I did, that's not what I would spend it on though.
but
if I see a cool car, it's like okay, yeah, that's
knowing
that's cool.
all the innards of a car.
Oh, that doesn't interest
But
me.
that's probably helpful.
I mean, it.
Yeah, it's probably good knowledge.
Here's what you gotta know. You gotta know how to friggin' change the oil.
Yeah,
and
okay,
yeah.
that's
pump gas
that.
in your car.
Other stuff.
Put gas in your
Okay,
car.
probably a few other things. Maybe.
That's helpful.
Yeah, maybe there's a little more.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I'm not into like I'm not gonna go like I'm gonna remodel some old one.
Oh yeah,
like-
Yeah.
Because, like, my opinion on cars, I used to love cars, but then, like, when I get older, I'm like,
And they just
okay,
went
if I'm
downhill.
going to get, like, an expensive car, I'm just going to drive it. I'm not going to look at it. People are going to look at it for me. So
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah,
buying
it's
it
kinda
because,
true.
yeah, I'm like, I'm not enjoying it that much.
Yeah, it's mostly just gonna be another car for you.
Yeah.
It's just a car.
yeah.
And
I
then
think
other people.
I think it's weird when people buy like an old Toyota or like a Subaru, but they like put so much money into it that it like why not just buy like an actual like nicer sports car like one of my friends has like a Volkswagen like Golf or something, and it's like a tiny little car that he's put like thousands of dollars into, and it's kind of just like
so
what-
not worth
Just
it.
Yeah.
buy a different car
Yeah.
that doesn't require the money or the time.
Or just like have a Volkswagen Golf and don't frickin' spend
Yeah,
so
yeah,
much
just
money trying to like,
leave
make it
alone.
all nice.
Let it be. Yeah. Well,
We're at like hour 20, hour 15.
we're at about hour 18, so you're really close, George.
Actually, I straddled it. There's some crap.
You straddled it. So beautiful.
So gracefully. That was a slam and
that
a
was
half.
cool.
That was,
Yeah, I like
Learn
that
something new every day.
Mhm.
Oh, right. We're
that?
on Spotify.
Oh
guys.
yeah, you could be listening to this on Spotify.
We probably should have put that at the beginning, possibly.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Well, we'll post something about it on Instagram.
and we're on Apple Podcasts.
Apple.
Almost.
We're almost on
We're
Apple
so
Podcasts,
close to
and
Apple
we're almost
Podcasts,
on
it's
Google
crazy.
Wait.
Podcasts.
Question. How do you
We
get
are.
yourself? How do you upload stuff to Spotify?
TCL cable.
TCL feed.
Because I don't
Oh,
get how.
got an answer for that.
HSU hard drive.
I can step in with an answer on that. So you got to make this thing first called an RSS feed,
Okay.
which basically
Well,
there's
there's different versions
There's a
of
few
that.
schools of thought on that,
Yeah,
right?
this is not. Don't take this as gospel. I prefer an RCQ cable.
Because I know what RSS feed is. Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
so you can either host it yourself on like a WordPress website and get a plugin that will make the RSS feed for you. There's
Wireless
also,
plug-in.
There's
All
also
wireless.
This is highly accessible.
Let him
podcast.
finish, Ashton. Come on.
there's also like services that will just host the interesting thing is you host the audio files yourself, and then in all the different podcasting apps they hit your website and they download the files, so they don't host it on their own servers, which is kind of interesting.
They
Okay.
hit it.
But where does
And
the
Spotify's
TLC server
actually-
come into play? How does that
Yeah.
work into this?
Because the reason why I'm curious is that like everyone has a Spotify account, but they can't upload stuff to it.
Yeah,
I'm
everyone
like,
has
okay.
Spotify Premium, but I think you need like a server, right?
You
Something.
need three
Yes.
letters followed by a tech word.
Yeah, so you don't upload them directly to Spotify. You upload them to your website, which then Spotify looks at the RSS feed and grabs
Sort of
them
like a
off
layover.
your-
Interesting. Okay.
Sort of like a layover. If you think of like
Yeah.
you're flying to Vietnam,
You're
Moscow,
maybe Taiwan.
Yeah, there you
Moscow,
go.
Russia. You're first going to go to North Carolina.
Okay.
Just to say hi.
North Carolina is the website. Moscow is Spotify.
Yeah.
Okay.
Exactly.
And this has made it easier to conceptualize.
Yeah.
Okay. Like meet me in the middle kind of situation. Okay. Okay.
Yeah. That should clear things up.
Glad we hashed it out.
All right.
Yeah. It's it takes. Now, I think I should say this. We've got a pretty stellar rig. So if you got a subpar rig, it's gonna take 2, even 3 RCQ feeds
Okay.
to make anything happen. Really, to get the ball rolling.
And one AXY feed. It's just so
A
many
single
feeds.
AXY feed, and you should have liftoff, right? At that point, it's all about maintaining
I like to think of it
cruising altitude
like a plane. You need that fuel
for
to
lift.
get up in the air, but you also need it to continue to be in the air.
Yeah, cruising altitude must be reached and maintained. Turbulence must be avoided, right? And this is where the HSP drive comes in. All right. I think we basically exhausted all of those jokes. Double digits down the drain pipes.
Double
See if I
digits.
care. I do. That was fun. Had a good
Yeah,
time.
that
That was really
freaking
fun, yeah.
awesome.
See if I care. The answer is yes.
You can't see, you can hear.
Yeah.
I
Thank
care.
you, man. That was cool.
Thanks
That
for
was
having
awesome.
me.
Learn
Guys.
something new every day. Learn
That was
something new
probably our
about
most
Vietnam every day.
educational episode.
Interesting. Okay.
That was freaking.
That was packed.
That was jam packed. That was probably a different. Yeah, that was good. I like that.
Happy to be on it again. You guys want me to?
Oh,
That'd
yeah,
be
Yeah.
sick.
Yeah.
We're current guests. You
Mhm.
know.
Before you go to the art center.
In
Before
like
you go to the
summer,
art
so I
center.
have 6 months.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Okay,
You
we
guys have
got
a lot of time.
We're cruising for
Well,
our bruising.
By that time, we'll have thousands
Billion.
upon thousands of.
well
monthly
billions, if
listeners.
not trillions. Of
Yeah.
Am I gonna be on the poster or no? Like just like exclusively.
We're working on. That's actually an idea we had. Every guest we put their face
gets
on.
on the thing.
Okay.
That'd be cool. Yeah.
Okay.
What was I gonna? I was gonna say something.
Dang it.
Must not have been that good if you forgot.
It was good. It was super good.
It was
I
insane.
got no clue. Oh, this is probably gonna be after Christmas, but Merry Christmas, Happy New Year.
Oh yes.
Heyo.
Happy Hanukkah.
Jinx 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10. Boom! You can't talk. Every word you say, I can punch you 3 times. Until I say your name 3 times. Ben, Ben, Ben. You're lucky I'm merciful. All right.
Who just accepted those rules, those terms?
I think it's sort of a general consensus that those
Okay.
must be honored, or else, those might be the very basis of our society.
Yeah, what about pinch poke, you owe me
Every
a Coke?
society-
No one ever bought a Coke for that person who pinched
Yeah.
and poked them.
That's why I'm all about punching.
No,
It's
every
so
society,
accessible.
that's forsaken the rules of Jinx has crumbled.
Yeah, that's
Time
so
and
true.
time again.
In fact, historians, they if you look at the lifespan of an empire, the decline starts.
Yeah, that's
when they
that-
reject the rules.
That's
of
why
Jinx.
the sun set on the British Empire. That's the main reason.
That's why the Roman Empire didn't fall in a day.
Yeah, some bloke was like this. Oh, you didn't buy me a Coke, did ya? and then as they were arguing, and that's when the Revolutionary War started.
Yeah,
Behind their backs, they were arguing. About
they were
the
so
Jinx.
distracted.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
All right.
If you love this rambly part, we both love this rambly part because I do too. It's
That
fun.
makes 2 of us, even
Yeah.
3, 4, 5,
7.
depending on how many of you like it.
Yeah.
Well, that's gonna be our show. Follow us on. We're gonna fade in that outro music right about now.
Yeah.
Follow us on Instagram.
TikTok.
So I'd like to say this: whatever platform you're not on, visit our other ones,
That's
which
a great
are
advice.
Instagram.
which are
That's a great
Instagram,
advice.
TikTok,
Yeah,
YouTube.
that's kinda-
I mean, if you're on Spotify, you don't really have to go to Apple
SoundCloud?
Podcasts because
SoundCloud.
we're not on SoundCloud, but we could put it on SoundCloud.
Well, yeah,
See if I
you
care.
need a PSQ cable for SoundCloud.
Yeah,
Need
SoundCloud.
another server. Yeah.
Yeah, it requires an entirely different 3-letter
Followed by
acronym
tech
followed
word.
by a tech word.
Or the P47.
3D light. You know.
That's gonna be our show. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Min.
Thank you, man.
Thanks for having me.